my name is Jen Hageman and I am an equine equipment designer, and my specialty is integrating top performance textiles and impact technologies into equestrian equipment. Courtesy of Jen, Mary, Gina, and Jennifer, I am out here freezing to review the Ogilvy pad. So it's going to come in two parts. One, reviewing viscoelastic, because that has also our memory foam, because that's been a big question on the Facebook page. And the other was about the pad, and I'm going to lump in pad design, half pad design to be specific. So for this half pad design, half pads, the history of half pads is they're correctional. So they are for a horse with a conformational issue or saddle fit, mostly issues today, and they correct, which is why I really don't like to see them in competition, because it kind of says, hey, I got an issue, my saddle doesn't fit right, or there's something wrong with my horse, but I digress. So, when I look at a half pad, the first thing I look at is the shape, because I want to know if it's ergonomic. So, most saddle pads are shaped like this. I call them boob pads. They should look a set of boobs. That was good for a saddle in the 1800s. So if you think back through all the pictures you saw of, antique saddles, panels of saddles were shaped like this. Polo saddles today are still shaped like that. Now the panels of our saddles are ergonomic, and they have long, they follow the trapezius muscle down. So this is something we whipped up just to show. This is like a dressage cut. You can see where it has enough material that is not going to bisect the muscle group, because we know now that bisecting a muscle group is not optimal for performance. As far as this pad, the construction is awesome. It has 7 to 9 stitches per inch, which I love to see. This one has the binding and the piping, which is difficult to do. It requires special machines. It requires a very skilled seamstress to do this. So the 7 to 9 inches, the materials are good. This top fabric is a micro fleece, and it is not breathable. The bottom fabric is a fleece and a spacer fabric. And it is incredibly breathable. It's well done on the bottom fabric, guys. The only problem is the insert is a 17-pound viscoelastic foam, and so all the heat generated by the horse is going to come through this fleece and spacer fabric, and it's going to hit that memory foam and that top micro suede and stop. So this is going to generate heat. It is not breathable. The poly webbing is, it's a very cheap material, but it's very sturdy. And again, the stitching is good. The profile, I love the profile on this. So one of the things manufacturers forget is the back profile. So for everything, there's an equal and an opposite, and a horse's spine goes like this. So the withers, and this back profile on this one is awesome. So it gives plenty of room. I like to see a 2.5 inch profile in the front to allow for more room for the withers. This has 1.5 inches. We just measured that. So that's gonna, 2.5 is just my preference, because I like to fit more warm bloods. The design is not ergonomic. The construction is fabulous. The materials are not breathable. Let's see if this bad boy claims for the impact protection provided by the viscoelastic. This one performs better, you would think. That one does not perform at all. And so I will go into the viscoelastic in just a second. So the overall review of this pad is that construction is great. It is not ergonomic. It's not going to fit to the panels of your saddle, but it will be squishy enough down here that it should not impede any type of, and the materials are soft enough. I like the way that it was 20 inches, so it's going to fit all your anywhere between a 17 to a 19-inch. It's going to get your dressage and your close contact saddles in there. One of the pet peeves, guys, is I see this in the top level of competition, where I'll see half pads and they'll be over their under pad, and this is a ridge most of the time, and it usually has cording in it, and pushing down on your horse's spine is not a great thing. So make sure your half pad fits inside your under pad. You don't want something biting into your arm or your leg or your back, so just be mindful of that. So the overall review of the Ogilvy pad for design, I'm going to give it a C+. For impact protection, I'm going to give it an F. And that is my review.